Last week on Flight Room TV.
Topic we're gonna start with today. We're gonna talk about reincarnation. A lot of people, they think that we don't
Okay.
only live just one life. A lot of people might think that we'll come back as human beings. But if you decided, if you had the option to choose what you would come back as,
and it be on all levels too, because you like these past couple years, quote unquote conspiracy theories, they've been winning.
been
You know
winning
what I'm
like
saying?
shit.
They
Who,
undefeated
who,
right
who said
now.
that? One of y'all?
Sharks don't
Yeah.
even fuck with other sharks, really.
Nah.
They just be
Yeah,
chill.
that's what I'm
they
saying.
good.
Yeah. One thing is like sharks will fuck you up and then like just leave you like they won't like eat you
Eat you.
because
Yeah,
like
they won't. Yeah,
they're just
exactly.
like I'm wilding out here and then just like swim off.
And they just exactly just for no reason.
All right, player.
Years ago, when they were saying certain things and people laughed at them, they had a belief because they just knew this is the data, this is the facts, this is the documents. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. And people laughed at it. No. Then let time validates truth. You know what I'm saying? So now
Thinking like an apex predator, like something that doesn't have a predator. You know what I'm saying? But since you say sharks, I'm gonna go with stay with another sea animal. I'm gonna go with dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Like they just look like they
You
just
sure?
be having fun. They look like I don't know anything else. They just look like they be having fun. They athletic as shit. They intelligent. They can communicate and they gang up and shit. Like whenever somebody whenever they work together to whoever their opposition is. You know what I'm saying? So they're very intelligent. So.
Yeah, they're very intelligent. Like they got like the whole like that like ancient like you ever heard like the Dogon tribe and stuff like that?
Yeah, I heard of them. Yeah, I don't know too much.
I feel like everybody got a good bullshit meter.
mm-hmm.
Like, what do you feel in this day and age right now? Like, what is the biggest bullshit that we're seeing right now? Like, to this date, what is the biggest bullshit that y'all see? Oh, doggone. But today's Dolphins, I don't know if you know, they actually rape each other sometimes.
Oh, you're right. I heard about that.
Like
You're
male
right.
dolphins rape other male dolphins. It's
I actually
kind of
heard
wild.
about that.
It's wild out here, dog.
The biggest bullshit, man, is they got us hating ourselves. That's probably what I'm like. Yeah, it's bullshit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got us not realizing who we
That's
are.
real. That shit on autopilot too. That
Yeah.
shit's on auto to the point.
Do you believe? Have you ever been reincarnated? Do you believe this is the first?
I feel like sometimes I'll be having like consistent like memories that I don't know why. Like
We don't really know who the enemy is. I think that's the biggest bullshit right now. Like people,
as far as just dead. Like it's weird.
do you think that's like your ancestors passing down like certain DNA? You know, because like his memory stored in DNA. You think it's that, or do you think it's you? Yeah.
Those elites is only as powerful as we make them. They only like they need us. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like our participation is what gives them their power.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the state of the world we in. So niggas ain't ready for that type of that. It's like I said, people complain every day, but niggas love this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as they complain, they like this shit because if they had the opportunity to do it, I gotta be nice to these niggas now. Like what the fuck? Like fuck these niggas. Like I think
it's called epigenetic memories.
Right. And
yeah,
that's a
it's
real
like
thing.
yeah, because you come from your parents, so it's like almost like your parents' memories, like you came from them. You know what I'm saying? Like you are the cells that were them, the cells, like the experiences that they had, the cells in their bodies, they pass all those experiences down to you, type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. And then you become a duplication of their cells, like which has now new experiences on top of their old ones.
Right. You just passing it on.
So it's just like it's almost like that's really what that shit is.
and probably all that trauma and stuff.
Yeah,
definitely
exactly. All that shit, and they pass it down genetically.
For sure, it transfers.
Definitely, 100%.
That's why you gotta be careful in this life.
That's why you gotta treat
you gotta
your
be
kids
careful what you do.
Yeah, treat your kids good too, bro.
Pass that piece down.
Social media. Just because I think that has created a disconnect, but also a reconnect to some fake shit. It's it's like it's false. People are more avatars now than they are themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like people are more their IG posts than
who they are.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird, like even like prime example, like you take the filters, right? Like these like people don't even
post, they don't even post themselves no more. They post the filter. Yeah.
It's the weirdest fucking thing. And it's just like in that, and like you can even
they can't even look themselves in the mirror.
It's the weirdest fucking thing, yo. But it's like it just goes to show you that everybody wants to
they don't want to be themselves.
It's the wildest thing, yo. Like nobody wants to. That's a tough question.
If heaven and hell just another astral plane or dimension that only the energy of our conscious can travel to. I think heaven or hell is a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? I think heaven can be something you can reach. I guess it's just in your conscience. You know what I'm saying? But it's still like manifests physically. Part of the problem because like I guess you know, scrolling down your IG and shit, some shit be making people feel you know, less significant. So it's like, damn, look at them traveling the world, look at them doing this, look at them doing that, and I'm just over here with my just boring life, you know, punching in 9 to 5. So that might make people not want to be themselves. Now they got to play themselves up and be more extravagant than they are and shit like that, you know.
If we're talking about like, okay, heaven where God is, right? So you die and you go to heaven. I personally don't think that is. Well, first things first, we know that God isn't bound by laws, or the supernatural being isn't governed by laws. So to put God in a dimension or another dimension would mean that entity is bound by that dimension.
Bars, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not possible. You know what I'm saying? So, like around like Christmas time, you know what I'm saying? Like you post all, like somebody might not have as much as the next person. You posting all of these gifts and stuff like that, and that's you know that like that person who isn't able to provide their kids with all of these things may feel some type of way, so they go and try and do the most, trying to live outside their means just so that they can try to keep up with somebody on Instagram and post some shit. Like, nigga, you ain't got PS5 money. Why?
Consciousness, right? Mm-hmm. For sure.
Or state of spirit, like the state of your spirit, I guess you would say, right? Like the higher you, because I guess your consciousness is kind of like a tool to use to raise your spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the way you rate, the higher your spirit, I guess that's where you know, that's where you move to heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's like the higher you move up, the closer you get to God per se. So the damn near 1 million years might as well be. You know what I'm saying? Been around for a long ass time. You got people with Arabs. People, Africa. Africa has so many different nations, so many different languages, so many different cultures in Africa itself. You got people in Europe. And then how all these people going to come to a certain understanding and then build the world in a positive place going forward? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how we going to do that?
Mushrooms.
You know what I'm saying? Your God on a positive light might be, you know, be minimal, you know what I'm saying, compared to a person who's used to sunny skies. Their God might be plentiful. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like they might, from the people from a harsher place might think God is a more harsher God. You know what I'm saying? Someone from a sunny, warmer place might think God is a, you know, positive God, a warmer God. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying like you condition your heaven, like you
based off kind of what you know, what you're used to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's then it's all based off.
I think that possibly, maybe that's when maybe we'll have like some sort of like divine intervention.
I knew he was gonna say that too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing that can do it.
That's the only thing I can do it,
bro.
And that's that person's hell, you know?
Yeah, I think my personal hell would be like just me just like sitting in traffic, just like eternity, just in the hot ass like leather seats, you know, hot belt seatbelt buckles, terrible music on the radio. That would be like my personal hell.
Hey, what was that? Now that kind of goes away from defeating the enemy, because I was about to get to Alias. Like, what if we had a fucking fake ass divine intervention? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they like projected?
That's very possible too.
That's possible.
What if they project? You know what I'm saying? What if they projected some shit into the sky and like we actually was like, oh, this is the moment we've all.
That's almost.
I probably wanted to be like a martial artist or some shit like that. Like, you know
See,
what I'm saying? I think,
these are like all like childhood dreams.
Yeah, that'd be a cold ass joint though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. When you grow up watching the martial arts movies, you thinking like that's like the top of the line fighting, because it'd be one nigga like just dropping 12, 15 people at one time, and it's never just a boxer. It's usually somebody using hands and feet. So I think that's definitely a skill. I think that's worthy of developing. I think.
But have you ever seen that shit in real life though?
Nah,
never. Never.
Nigga, you about to get your
ass. The difference between I guess holding on to a belief or kind of like having skepticism over I guess all different kinds of ideas. So what y'all think about that whole concept? What do y'all think about that?
I don't know. Robin from Batman, man, is bisexual now. I don't know how to preview this shit.
What's up with that? So yeah, explain. To me what happened. Like what?
We can be up in arms, but I kind of seen this shit coming because this nigga was wearing like just tighty whities at one point with his legs out and like pointed shoes. So I could kind of see this shit coming, but it's also a fucking child comic.
Right, so I like that example you used when you said 2 + 2 = 4. Now we all know, like all across the board, 2 + 2 = 4. Nobody can argue that, right? But what if the argument is 2 + 2 = 4, and then someone else says there's an argument that 2 + 2 = 5? And even though it may not make sense, but they may actually have some good points about how it actually might equal 5. Even though we know it's 4, now you play in the middle now between 4 and 5. If 2 + 2 = 5, or if 2 + 2 = 4, because you're trying to, be open to both sides. You see what I'm trying to say?
You have to be open because that middle is the truth too, right? You got perspective and then you got absolute or actual facts. You know what I'm saying? So, some things in this world, 2 + 2 = 4, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Some might argue it's not, but you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be open-minded and then use common sense or critical thinking to ask the right questions when you get presented with new information.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, I don't know when Robin
came on the scene. All right, I ain't even gonna say that though. I just had to
Huh? What?
Nothing. I'm just saying, the boy wonder.
True.
Wow. I don't know. A little Peter Pan-ish going on right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you could get lost, like you keep going down a rabbit hole. But even if you go down the rabbit hole and it's what you thought was what is wrong, is going to lead you to where you need to go. Especially if you got pure intentions, now if you got motives and you got, a lot of vanity metrics, is, what I'm saying, behind why you want to deep dive somewhere, then that's going to reveal itself as well.
We are in a special time. We are a special generation of, like our generation. We are special. We're like that glue to the past, the present, and the future. You know what I'm saying? Like
I like that.
We're like we're toggling in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.